Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad rahimahullah ta'ala says, لم يتزين الناس بشيء أفضل من الصدق وطلب الحلال. He says, rahimahullah ta'ala, nothing more beautifies the human being than honesty or truthfulness and pursuing that which is halal. When we look at truthfulness, dear brothers and sisters, this isn't simply a tool for human engagement. Truthfulness has its implications on your emotional well-being, your psychological well-being, and your spiritual well-being. Look it up. Look at the psychology of truth. Look at how it impacts you as a human being. When it comes to the spiritual side, the Prophet ﷺ says, truthfulness leads to piety, and piety leads to paradise. But the opposite, lying, untruthfulness, is a corruptive force and a corrosive force. It corrupts the mind, it corrupts the heart, and it corrupts spirituality to where the Prophet ﷺ says lying leads to corruption. Corruption in behavior, corruption in your engagement with other people, corruption in your worldview, and corruption leads to hellfire. A person who becomes a habitual liar can end up in hellfire just because of their lies. This is serious stuff. So truthfulness is more than just an obligation upon you that you should do. No, truthfulness is so integral to you as a human being and to your iman that literally the term iman means at-tasdeeq. Iman means finding truth in something and thus believing it. And so truthfulness is something that brings beauty to a person, a beauty in the way they view the world, a beauty in the way they view themselves. And I'll give you an example. When somebody looks in the mirror and says, I am free, meaning I could do whatever I want and there is no higher authority over me, nothing influences me, that is a lie. That is an outright lie. They are lying to themselves. And such a mindset will cause them to behave in ways that are not conducive to human health, to human well-being. Rather, it comes out ugly, whether they realize it or not. But somebody who looks in the mirror and speaks to themselves truthfully, saying that I am a creation of Allah, and no matter how much I try to run away from it, I can never escape Allah's authority. He's the King, subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the Lord. I was created to submit to Him. That is truth right there, and that truthfulness and their willingness to be truthful to themselves will cause them to behave in ways that are beautiful. How can somebody who views the world in light of what I just said, how can they not be humble? How can they not be generous? How can they not be kind? Of course they're going to be, because they view themselves as a servant of Allah, and that is the truth. So you see how truthfulness brings beauty to you, brings beauty to your life. And equally important, dear brothers and sisters, pursuing the halal. Making sure what you eat is halal. Your money that you make is halal. How you spend your money is halal. The entertainment that you consume, halal. The movies and the shows that you watch, halal. This is part of beautifying you. And leave it to what the Prophet ﷺ says, that somebody wandering in the desert in a very desperate situation, they need food, they need water, and they're raising their hand to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this person's money is haram. They eat that which is haram. They drink that which is haram. I mean, why would Allah answer that person? A difficult situation that is made increasingly ugly by the person's pursuit of that which is haram. And to drive this point, any pursuit of the halal is beautiful. Forget about what our cultures teach us, where you have to be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, or any other degree is meaningless, irrelevant. No. Of course, you want to make a good choice. There are good degrees and there are meaningless degrees. That's not what I'm talking about. But some people find themselves in a situation where they're a taxi driver. They do some basic handwork. They're a carpenter. They're a plumber. And people will look down upon them as, these people are irrelevant. No. Any money that comes from halal, any job that is halal is beautiful. And I remind parents, before you reject a possible spouse for your daughter because they're not of a degree that you want for your daughter. That the prophets all had what we would call blue-collar jobs. Isa alayhi salam was a carpenter, wasn't he? Dawood alayhi salam, of course, was a king, but his profession, his hobby was blacksmithing. All the prophets were shepherds. Rasulullah alayhi salam was a shepherd. And Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha married him when he was a very small business person, irrelevant in the broader prospect of business. So any pursuit of the halal is beautiful and should be viewed as beautiful. And money that comes to you through halal, even if it's little and humble, is infinitely better, uncomparably better than millions, nay billions of dollars that come through haram. Beautify yourself with truthfulness and the pursuit of halal. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for watching this video. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. If you found benefit in this video, then please like it, share with other people, and remind you of the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, whoever guides somebody to good, then they get the reward of those who do that good, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. See you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.